We are here at Dog Pound MMA and Fitness Center with Max Oldenburg. Coach Max, thank you so much for interviewing with Bad Matchup TV. How are you today?
I'm doing well. It's a real pleasure to have Bad Matchup TV ask me to do an interview, and I'm looking forward to these questions.
Awesome. Let's get right to it. So tell the world a little bit about yourself and how you became a wrestling coach.
Okay. So I guess I'll kind of start at the beginning here. I'm originally from the south side of Chicago, a little town called Burbank, Illinois, and it's near Midway Airport. I want to clear up something, actually take this opportunity. I recently was talking to my dad, and he reminded me, I thought I had only done 1 year as a youth wrestler, but I actually did 2.5, 3 seasons in youth wrestling back when I was 4, 5, and 6 years old. And I had actually totally forgot about that. And my dad just recently reminded me of it, and he was kind of salty at me about it. But to go on, I got into high school wrestling freshman year. So I took that time off, after 6, 7, 8, and then all the way until I was 15 years old, getting into high school, 14, 15 years old, getting into high school. And I wrestled for Steve Stearns, Division II national champion out of Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Shout out to Steve Stearns. Taught me everything I knew at a young age. Did 4 years on the lineup. Freshman year, made freshman of the year. I really considered that my first year wrestling because I didn't remember anything from being a little kid. Not a single technique, not a move. I barely remembered being in it. And so freshman year was tough. I didn't make varsity or anything. I was just barely learning everything. But I worked hard in my off season from freshman to sophomore year. And then from freshman to sophomore year, went to tournaments, camps, got extra work in with other partners, different schools. Sophomore year, I made the varsity lineup, but just because there was nobody at the 103 weight class. So that just squeaked me in, and it was a hard year. I went a little bit above 500, wrestled some good matches. Didn't make it to state, and I was so close though. I was only one match away from making it to state as a sophomore. Came back, junior year, again, great season. I started lifting weights. I was running everywhere. You could catch me, any one of my friends, family, anybody in Burbank or the town over, you could catch me running down the street. Always trying to get extra workouts. I would run to school sometimes. I put in the extra work, and I think that's what led to the success that I had. And wrestling gives you that hard work ethic that I've never seen another sport or never ever experienced anything that gave another person so much drive. So junior year, I come in, it's my starting spot, nobody's challenging me, I go up a weight class, and I have a great season. I make the state qualifier first time. Really exciting. We had a couple guys qualify. We had a good school, Revis High School. It was a good wrestling school, but we had some really tough schools in our conference, in our sectionals, and our regionals. So I didn't place. I just got to the tournament. And then I took that junior to senior summer, super serious, got right back into it, grinding. I missed out on a lot of fun, to be honest. I missed out on a lot of fun. I have a big group of friends. Shout out to all the friends that I got back in Burbank. You know who you are. We're like family. And I would just ghost them because I had goals. So I knew what I wanted. So my senior year, I come in and I ended up being a state placer. I made it all the way to the semifinals of state, and I cut a lot of weight that season, my senior season, to make 112. So I win 3 matches on the day 1 of the tournament, got to make weight on day 2, and it's tough. It's really tough to make that weight, and I ended up losing my next 3 matches. And I lost matches to, in this bracket, we had Tony Ramos was the state champion. Ellis Coleman was in there. He's He's the Greco world champion right now. He wrestled in Final X and was the champion. Miles Coleman, he's the man right now. He's still competing. Adam Sheely was the guy I faced in the semifinals. He's a Division III national champion. There's a couple other guys in there. The Dardanes brothers. One of them was in the bracket. I think it was Chris. Chris ended up being a Division I All-American out of Minnesota. I mean, there's a couple other guys that I don't even remember. Flow Wrestling posted our bracket. 112 pounds, 2007. Illinois State bracket. Look it up. It's on Flow Wrestling. Only bracket I've ever seen posted on there. So we had tough competition. I never thought that I was good enough to go to college. I just didn't think so. I didn't even think that I was going to place at state. I just knew what I wanted was to win as many matches as I could. You know, my goal was to get onto the podium, place at state. So I reached that goal. And I thought that was it. So I started kind of tapering off my time, and all that time that I missed out with my friends, I was making up. And I was having a great senior summer. You know, I was before college, didn't know what I was going to do anyway. And Tim Fader, the Tim Fader, head wrestling coach over at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, it's a Division III school, gives me a call. He likes one of my teammates and he likes me. Shane Kennelly likes that guy and he likes me. And so he's calling us and he's trying to build a team. He likes Illinois kids. So recruiting me pretty hard, asking me every single day, what are you doing? Have you been working out? Are you doing anything? And I'm like, no, not really. I'm working, coach. I'm trying to save my dollars. You know, school's not going to pay for itself. And he tells me to go up for a visit and he wants me to just come up for the summer, and I can't really make that all happen. So I get up there my freshman year. He convinces me to go. I got recruited by him. I hated it. I hated college at first. I didn't like, I just was having a hard time. It was my first time away from home. And being the first time away from home, what do? You get social, right? So in the midst of getting social, me and Shane were experimenting with the fraternity life and sororities, and you know, we're going out to that Greek life party and everything like that. Yet I'm still on the wrestling team. So I'm doing one thing and I'm on another thing. So I'm splitting time and I'm not giving my all. And I've got a guy in front of me. His name is Jeremy Johnson. Jeremy Johnson was a state finalist in Illinois, just a stud. He's ranked 7th in the country, Division III, at my weight class 125. I don't stand a chance. I just, I don't even know if I want to be there. But I'm such a competitive person that I'm like, all right, even though I'm screwing around, I'm always going to give my all in practice. And I'm going to put in my extra effort. So, Jeremy's holding down the spot. He's got it. It's his. And I take the opportunity to get my wrestle off at the end of the season. Now, at the beginning of the season, he's kicking the shit out of me. He's beating the hell out of me. Really everybody was. Shout out to Austin Batista. Oh my gosh. There was people in that room just beating the hell out of me every single day. And honestly, it's how I got better. I started getting aggravated. And then we have something called J-Term, and that's where everybody stays out there for the winter. So I make friends with another guy. His name's Sean Evans. He's our heavyweight, and he kind of helps me get on track. I ditched the Greek life. Shane quit wrestling. Just wasn't for him anymore, and I started refocusing my goals. And I was thinking, I want the starting spot. So I reasserted myself. I re-engaged my focus, and I went after that starting spot. Ended up facing off with Jeremy. He's got a stellar season. He's one of the best kids in the country. You got to win 2 out of 3. I'm thinking I don't have a shot, I go home and I talk with Steve Stearns, head wrestling coach at Revis. He gives me a little pep talk. I ended up meeting with him. We got a little workout in. We drilled. He's complimenting me, saying like, wow, you really improved. It's crazy to see what you've done. My mom bought me a massage, my first massage. I was feeling good. I was going back up there. I was like, all right, win, lose, or draw. I'm going to give it everything I got. Get up there, we shake hands. First match, I win it 8-1. Boom. all right, we're rolling. Next match we come in, I got to win 2 out of 3. He's fired up. He wants his spot. You know, it's been his. He doesn't want some freshman to come take it. And he's super talented. We had a close second match, but I squeaked that one out. Starting spot's mine. Freshman year, starting in the lineup. Exciting. Now you go to the conference tournament. Conference tournament, all the champions go. 10 weight classes. All the champions automatically go. 9 bids. So there's 10 weight classes, 9 bids. 19 people out of a conference get to go. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Here's our shot. Wrestle in the conference tournament. Win my first match. Lose my second match to the inevitable champion of the conference. And then I drop down and I got to wrestle off for 3rd place. I know I'm not going to nationals. It's pretty clear. You know, I'm not going to get that bid spot. So I face off against a 2-time Wisconsin state champion, pin him in the second period. And I'm like, all right, well, we ended the season on a win. You know, you don't often end a season on a win.